Hey everyone, this video is for 805 Road King and Small Engine Mechanic Mike and any of the new subscribers to my channel. Thought I'd make a video and actually show you some of the stuff I have. For those that saw the video of the engines that I sent to those guys, I really appreciate the comments. I mean, I try my best to pack those things, and I hope they enjoy them. They're good engines, and they'll be good candidates for restorations. So, without further ado, here we go. I've got my horse and a half Emerson Branningham. Somebody converted this to a spark plug and buzz coil at some point. I have the igniter for it. It just needs to be rebuilt at some point and get a Webster for it, and then that'll be a nice complete piece again. It does run very well though on the buzz coil. I have my monitor over here. That I actually traded a Jaeger for. I was very happy to get that piece. I have the pump for it, it just needs to be rebuilt. And it runs too, but needs the gas tank cleaned out because it has some crud that it sucks up in the check line there. And to keep it running, sometimes I have to put a piece of tape over the inlet hole on the side here. So, and this is my Olds Type A. Runs good. 1907. Probably my favorite engine of my entire collection. Actually, no, that would be this one right here. It's my 2-horse Foose Type J, which I'm currently putting back together after I had new gears made. The crank and the cam gear decided to fall apart, so I had to have new gears made. Obviously just an age-related thing, but it's all good. It happens, and hopefully I'll get that running today and maybe make another video of it running. We'll see. Here's a 2-horse Fairbanks Morse ZA that I have. Over in the corner here is a little Briggs FH. Here's a 1914 Ottawa 2-horse. It's a log saw engine. Sort of looks like an Associated. I imagine they were probably built by the same company. Just jobber's tag, like Hercules did with most of their engines. And speaking of Hercules, there's my 3-horse Hercules here. And it needs a new gasket for the igniter, because it does have a lot of blow by here. I'll spin it and it fires, but it has like no compression because it needs a new gasket for the igniter. It went bad, but that's no big deal. You can make one of those easy. That is my 2-horse domestic. I'm getting another domestic hopefully soon in the next couple of months. I'm supposed to be getting a 3-horse domestic, an older style one with the vertical valves. I'm really looking forward to getting that. And it runs good too, on a nice original style domestic cart that I bought. There's my little Ideal. I haven't got that running yet, but it's all complete. I just have to put the carburetor back on it and build a cart for it and get it off the skids and get it running again, but there's time for that. This little Nelson Brothers runs. It's getting sold because it's nice, but it's not one of my favorites of my whole collection. It's just one that I take out and play around with every now and again. It's my 1-horse Gilson, my dad's International LA back there, which has some issues I have to deal with. Needs the carburetor repaired. The flange is cracked and the threads for the fuel line are stripped, so it leaks. And it has a rod knock, so I'm sure it's going to need some bearings put in it eventually. This is my 3-horse Headless Wit, and you'll notice that there's a huge difference between the 3-horse Headless Wit and the 2-horse Headless Wit, and so forth. And Road King and Mike, I know you guys did a video for one of your friends on a 6-horse Headless Wit, and I figured I'd feature mine. This one was a nice find. I got this from Cool Spring a number of years ago, and I obviously put the stack on it. And needed a gas tank, but it had a cart and it was complete. And It's a nice engine. It's all there. It's very finicky with the fuel setup on these. Slightest little bit of choke, they need to stay running. Otherwise, they just quit. But not bad. And on the bench back here, got my little Faro Special Marine engine. I haven't done much with this. I have had it running, not the greatest, but I actually found an original style brass carburetor for it and get rid of the stupid Tillotson piece of junk mower carburetor somebody bolted on there. It doesn't run worth a squat with that on it. That's my other Foose that I'm got apart because it had the same problem, had a broken crank gear, and I have the parts and pieces to it. It's just one of those things. It's a project I got to get back to fixing, but my 2-horse Foose over here is in a little bit better condition, so I want to get that one done first. What else we got here? My Fuller & Johnson pump jack motor. I'm on the fence about selling this. I might sell it, I may not, but I actually really like this engine, and it took me a while to find a lot of stuff for it anyway. It was missing the carburetor when I got it and the fuel tank. The bearings were all locked up in it from sitting so long. The head got reworked from a friend of mine. I had the head reworked on it because the valves were sticking. A little exhaust made for it. The only thing I'm missing, and I have it somewhere, I have to find what I did with it, is the muffler for the bottom end there, or the air intake that goes in the bottom here somewhere. It threads in, I think it's 1/2-inch pipe, I believe. And it was missing the battery box. Move this off of here. It was missing the battery box, and I managed to find one on eBay. So that was a nice find, and it's not rusted out or anything. And it even still has the, if I can get it open here. Oh, there's a stupid bicycle in the way. Come on. Man, this thing does not want to open for nothing. There it goes. Alright. Camera's probably not going to pick up on it. But inside there, it has the original tray for the coil and the battery, which is nice. It's not rotted out. So, and it runs. I just haven't had it running in a while. Probably could use the check valve cleaned in it, but it's there. So, that's pretty much what I got. My Emerson again. Or actually, if I didn't talk about it, it's my 1.5-horse Emerson. And picked this up a couple years ago from a guy in Virginia. It's had some repairs, but runs good. I have the igniter for it. Somebody put a spark plug and a contact on it, but it runs good enough on that for now. So, and then my 2-horse Foose here, I'm in the process of putting back together, like I said. Hopefully I can get this running today. And then, let's see what we got outside here. It's my 5-horse Hercules that's currently a project and being worked on. My little Huffy Grasshound tractor, which is pretty neat. It's small, and I've never really even seen anything like it. It's amazing that they even built tractors that small. And then this is basically the slumber yard, or the graveyard of sorts. It's my 2 wheel horses that need work done to them. It's my Cub Original over here. And then Road King, you might like this, if I can get the cover off of it. Let's see. This is my Panzer, if you want to call it a Panzer. It's a Pennsylvania Meteor, a hydrostatic drive, 12-horse Tecumseh. Runs good. Needs some work. Got it from a show. So as you can tell, I got a lot of projects to get caught up on. This is my Bollins, my 62 600 Bollins. This thing's a beast. Briggs needs some work. It's pretty tired and smokes, but still runs like a tank. And it's my yard tractor. It's my work tractor. My modded Sears. It's got a 17-horse Kohler thrown in it, but that's another thing. Needs some ignition work, but it does run. My Oliver 88, And the very first tractor I ever had, I got this when I was 6 years old from my uncle, and I will never get rid of it, is my 39 Ford 9N tractor. And runs like a top. Always did. Oliver runs good. And way over there, if my camera will zoom in on it, way over there is my 1940 Farmall M with a field mower on the back. Because here at my parents' house, I have to mow this back field about twice a week because it grows so goddamn fast. But that's pretty much what I got for now. Like, comment, subscribe. And there's my Cub 70 underneath the tarp. I'm just getting caught up on some yard projects because I haven't really done a whole lot because of the stupid virus situation, and work's been busy and everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have right here. I hope to be getting a couple more engines in the next couple of months. I'm supposed to be getting a 3-horse domestic, an earlier one with the vertical valves. I'm looking forward to getting that. And I'm also looking forward to getting a 4-horse Foose and a 7-horse Galloway, and possibly a 5-horse Peerless. I got a friend of mine that I'm in contact with that I'm dealing with getting some engines from, so hopefully get these projects finished and get on to some new ones. So, oh, and my Stover here, if I didn't mention that. Very first engine I bought with my first paycheck, and can't have the heart to get rid of it. I just don't. It hasn't been out the shows in years and needs some work, but still love it. I think somebody painted it blue to put in the cement mixer, because you can see there's hints of the original green paint showing up underneath of it. But yeah, it's pretty much what I have. So till next time, guys. See yous.